What's going on, guys? It's Adonis, and we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite moments from Arrow Season 4, Episode 3. Let's get into it. So number 5, Merlin and Thea. Now their relationship in the past season was crazy, but this episode is kind of taking it to a next level. Thea's in Nanda Parbat trying to get answers to why she is the way she is right now, and Merlin kind of comes out and says, you know what, you have this thing called a bloodlust. After you come back, you want to kill people. And the only way to, cure yourself for a, very short amount of time is to kill some people. So she's upset about it. He was like, you know what, there's this sage at the top of the mountain. Long story short, he tells her to go to sleep. She wakes up to a couple of assassins trying to kill her, and she ends up killing them. He comes in the room, and she automatically knows, like, you set this up. There is no sage. And he was like, well, you'll be good for a couple weeks or a couple months. But, that's what we needed to do. And I love Merlin as a character because he just does what he wants. Does what he wants. He doesn't ask permission. He just does stuff like that, which is awesome. Now, I really want to see where this goes in the season. Obviously, Oliver's not into killing, and his sisters kind of have to be a killer. So we'll see where this goes. Number 4, meet Mina Fiyad. Now, supposedly she was the person that actually hired the assassin to kill Diggle's brother. And in this episode, you see her working with H.I.V.E. and Damian Dark, bringing in this card guy. And, she had a very short time on the episode, but it raises questions and it kind of moves the story forward to bring Oliver and, Diggle back together as far as that trust, which I liked a lot. But it raised questions for Diggle, obviously, because now he's finding answers. But that kind of ended fairly quickly due to the death of Mina Fayad in the same episode that she was introduced in. So very short-lived, but I felt like she was a good way to bring Oliver and Diggle back together as far as their relationship goes. So that's why she's in my top 5. So number 3, this tattooed card guy. Now he's a metahuman that was, affected by the particle accelerator, and he got brought in by Mina Fayad in this episode as a, tool for Damian Dark to destroy the Arrow and his friends. Now, with that said, he had a really cool metahuman ability. I guess he was getting a tattoo while he was being, while the particle accelerator, went off, and that's the ability that he got, was to literally take cards from his skin and use them as weapons. I'm a little confused of why they have to be super strong cards just because that you were getting a tattoo while the particle accelerator went. I don't really understand that. Like, all of a sudden he has this super strength to throw cards. I don't know. I don't really get how it ties in together, but that's his ability. And, he goes up against Oliver at the beginning, kind of evenly matched. And then later on, Diggle and Oliver end up getting him and getting some answers. Hopefully, we'll see where that goes. And they put him into the particle accelerator prison that Barry has. So the cool thing about this character, though, was, having them bring over metahumans from, Barry City, which is awesome that they're still tying these things together, but it's a little more than what we're used to in the past. So hopefully we still get some more metahumans from that city. So hopefully we'll see that in the next couple of episodes. So number 2, we have Sara. So Sara is back, but not without a little bit of apprehension from Nyssa. Nyssa does not want to do this because she knows that Sarah's not going to be the same. And since this was the love of her life, she was very, very upset about it. And she was trying to, let Laurel know, like, you're not doing this for Sara. You're doing this for you. And it was cool that Nyssa was trying to speak from that perspective of, you're being selfish right now. Like, I understand you miss her, but this is not the right decision. And at the end of the episode, we see when Sara does get revived that she's a little crazy. And Nyssa was right, and she does something to the Lazarus pit. I don't know if she destroys it or she paralyzes the pit. Who knows? But really interesting to see where this goes and where Sara goes from here until, Legends of Tomorrow. So Let me know down below what you guys think about Sara and maybe some things that you think she's going to be doing in the season. Now, number one, again, Damian Dark. So Damian Dark is, like I've said before, he's a beast. But in this episode, you really get to see him pissed off. Now, he obviously didn't want this card guy here, but Mina said, you know, your partners at H.I.V.E. want to get rid of the, you know, the arrow, and they want to move the plans. So they bring in this card guy, and he fucks up, right? So Damian, being Damian, has this meeting with them and tells Mina, like, you know, this isn't what I wanted to do. You brought this guy in. Now we need to fix it. And he ends up killing Mina with the card guy's card. Now, the way it was set up was so dope. And then at the end, throwing it back at the card guy, like, look, dude, now you know what it's like when I'm upset or when I'm disappointed. And the fear that he instilled in this guy was unreal. And just how he carries himself is so beast-like. I cannot wait to see what Damian ends up doing in the, you know, in the rest of the season, because already he's just menacing. I don't know what it is about this character, but he is super dope. But that's my top 5, guys. I have a question for you. What is your top 5? You probably have things that you liked more than certain things that I have. So let me know in the comments what your top 5 are. And if you guys have any suggestions for things you want me to cover in the next couple of Arrow episodes, let me know down below as well. Till next time, guys. See you later. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you guys like this video and want to see more content like this, go ahead and click that APP logo in the corner to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys want to chat with me on social media, go ahead and like my Facebook page, Absolutely Tech, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Adonis_ATeamLV. All right, guys, till next time. See you later.